Get up. Are you alright?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Alright. First drop. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Notiers Frontiers Travel Diary Journal.
This episode is going to be awesome because this is the first time that we have put our motorcycle onto dirt, our new motorcycle, and we did a section of the Arizona BDR.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic.
It was epic and it was tough.
It was tough. So we had just been in Sedona, which is, you know, Vortex and hippies and Buddha, and it was wonderful. And then we rode back up to Flagstaff. Just east of Flagstaff is where a section of the BDR begins, and we dive bombed south, expecting great things, and great things did we find.
Don't headbutt me.
No. Careful with the giant head.
You are amazing.
Thank you. To go on the Arizona BDR for the first time. We're super excited. We are just filling up with gas.
Hello, calf. That won't hurt you, buddy.
Oh, hi, little baby.
Yeah. So this is officially our first little touch of the Arizona BDR. So got a little bit more off-roady, which is nice, and progressive steps.
The first part was so technical that I started to think, oh my goodness, is it all going to be like this?
Yeah, and just a little asterisk of, you know, like it's been like 7 months since we've been on a motorcycle going off-road. This is a brand new motorcycle with different feet, you know, like
to us, yeah.
To us, it's like you might have driven stick for the, you know, your entire life in your car, but then you try your buddy's car, which is stick, and it's got a different, you know, where the clutch is different. Checking out the new monoshock, and
Yeah, it feels really smooth.
yeah, yet to break it, which is a feat amongst itself. You know, where first and second gear like to, you know, change is different. So
exactly.
It was just, I dropped the bike, guys, and it was because of all these factors, and make up your own too to make me feel a little bit better as well. There's a rough rapids part that comes up and says hi. There's nice and slow, and choose my own adventure in the line. Maybe. And I'll tell you, probably one of my least favorite things would probably be riding underneath power lines. This is where, yeah, I get a little hulked out because of gamma rays.
What's the terrain like up ahead?
Still so crappy. Then looks like it turns off and gets a little bit better.
Yeah, okay.
Baby heads and little shells and rah-rah. Nothing insane, but definitely funner without Marisa on board. Nice, easy little 1-2. And then invite the lovely lady back on board. I'm gonna do some of these steps. Get up. Are you alright?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Alright. First drop. Alright. Sorry, booger.
Huh?
Said sorry, booger.
No, it's okay. It's a rough road.
But,
So remember, this is the same exact motorcycle that we had before, except it's a different version.
Yeah.
So it has a 21-inch front wheel instead of a 19-inch front wheel. And so a bigger front wheel, which is better for off-road.
yeah, a longer suspension. Plus, I
Wider
have
handlebars.
upgraded suspension from Carl's out of Idaho. So thank you for that, because we didn't break any
Yes.
monoshocks. We're running Dunlop, the Trail Max tires, which were biting into the ground real good. And yeah, we were cruising along, but it was like the first right turn.
It was tough.
It was tough. Like, and again, we loved the Colorado BDR. We loved the Northeast BDR, and there's sections that were tough. But I don't know. I think it was just a snap. You're in baby heads. Enjoy. It's another 200 miles, and you know.
Also, we started in the middle of the BDR. This wasn't like the beginning. This was just section 3, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, we started in the middle, Flagstaff, and headed south. It runs from Utah all the way down to New Mexico. You can go up, you can go down. Doesn't really matter. It's not a one-way street. But so we knew we were going to be in Flagstaff, and we wanted to head back towards Phoenix. Then what better way to get there than the Backcountry Discovery Route?
Exactly. But it did start off a little tough, and we did fall.
We fell. We had a first fall. The bike peed itself a little, but Marisa and I did not. It's been a while, and it's a new bike, so we're just getting a feeling of what she can do. We got a whole bunch of lights going on down there now. That's not awesome, but hopefully those go away. For me, it's like I can pick a line, right? And if it's a short enough section, I can, go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, my mind goes, and then I follow that path. But if it's too long, I can create this pass, 3/4 of the way. And then if something's behind the bend and I've already picked a line and then there's some crazy rock thing going on. I like it when it's a good mix of you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's beautiful. And there's some nasty roads, and there's some, rocky dumpty dumps. But sometimes there's miles of technical baby rocks. I will say, I lose some interest just because I'm up for a fight, but,
It wears you down.
it wears us down. Like you've done it to the left of that bush.
You mean like right here? Yes, you can. But then you're going to want to kind of go right. You won't have to turn much. It'll lead you to the right side.
Or just barrel right through. Why the heck are you doing it 2 up and overloaded, you know. But we managed through, and it makes us feel well when we,
Absolutely.
There's a couple times that the 21-inch front tire, I could totally tell the difference between my old S and the 19, because I remember going through similar things, let it be in South America or Africa, and being like, this is awful. This is hell. I do not want to be doing this for much longer. And on the new bike, 21-inch front tire, it's just,
it
I
just
would
rolls
say
over those
it
rocks.
was fun, but the difficulty level, the bike had more capabilities than I had, so its capabilities had grown, and it was fun. It would get over stuff, and I'd be like, that was not my talent. That was purely the bike being able to handle the terrain that I gassed it through.
It's all your talent. No, you were awesome.
It was awesome. I take it all back.
It was really
really, really
yeah.
fun.
And we go around a turn, and we see who else but Bill and Susan Dragoo.
I found a wild dragoo.
No way.
Yeah.
Look who we ran into.
It is.
Meet
It is
the
wild.
craziest people on these trails.
I know, right? Where are we? Insanity.
They were testing out the new T7.
Yeah, the bike build from the Overland Expo. Eva Rupert, shout out. # awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, the Bill Dragoo teaches a dart class, the Dragoo Adventure Rider Training. We can't not stop seeing him everywhere we go.
It's amazing.
He's so
I know.
awesome. He is so awesome. His wife is a beautiful photographer, and they're just really, really, really good people.
Yes. And they had snacks.
They had snacks. Like, there's many other reasons why we were very excited to see them, but
Exactly.
he had a little can of Sprite, and that was after what we had been through. I needed to lift my spirits. That didn't make sense. They gave us some forewarning, not forewarning, but what the road ahead would be.
Yeah.
Bill, I've for some reason confused him into thinking I'm a better technical rider than I really am. But he's, oh no, there's nothing you can't handle, which there wasn't. And but it did get, after we had a great lunch with Bill and Susan.
There was a good 10 miles. Well, it was easy for a while. Nice gravel roads, beautiful scenery.
Rolling. I was like, this is little baby stuff.
It
this
was
is
wonderful.
Yeah.
But then there was this 10-mile section, or maybe more, of baby heads. It was just super, super rocky.
It was like riding down a riverbed. It was like riding down a riverbed, or like a wash or something. But this was like, and sometimes there'd be like the road would split off. Like someone was like, yeah, screw that. That's way too difficult. I'm going to make my own road. But then that road had been traversed for so long that it's like, choose the red pill or the blue pill. I don't know which road's going to be better, But I mean, it was difficult. But again, I give a lot of credit to the motorcycle and being able to bounce around. Yeah, right. That was bad.
We have learned that you have to have some speed in order to tackle these rocks.
Yeah, that type of stuff was extremely not awesome on the old bike, and we still did it. And it was
More fun for you this time?
It was not as awful this time.
Not as awful, folks.
Yeah.
The 21-inch wheel makes it not as awful.
No, I mean, and that's what it's made for. And I don't
Yeah.
see a huge difference on the highway of me being able to not,
That's good.
maneuver
not
anything.
take turns and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll tell you, on these off-road BDR, I was not using my highway pegs nor my throttle lock. Just a pro tip. We ran into a group of riders. There was, four of them, which was cool, and they all looked at me like, we're like, what? On a big bike? And then they saw Marisa jump up, and they're like, 2 up,
But that was really cool. It's always wonderful running into other motorcyclists.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
That's kind of what the BDR is all about. It was really great seeing them, and they said there was only about a mile left of the baby heads.
And I
which we
had
were
worse
like,
news for them.
Yeah.
There's more than a mile going
Exactly.
north. The little pit stop that we've made.
It's amazing.
Look at this.
Another thing that Bill and Susan did for us was they said, they'd camped along this gorgeous ridge.
Which I've been waiting for all day, because when we ran into Brady at the expo, he showed me pictures of this ridge with this outlook to, this beautiful scenery.
It looked gorgeous. And so they told us where it was, and they told us of a campsite that they had that was right along the ridge and had a beautiful view of the valley. So we put in those GPS coordinates, and we're like, all right, we're going to try our best to get to the same exact campsite that you had. Concerned that we wouldn't get to the campsite in time for sunset because it was a ways away. And we really wanted to get to that campsite that Bill and Susan Dragoo had been to.
It's just a special warm feeling. They're such awesome people. I knew we'd be at high altitude and it would just be a little bit warmer because their presence was there just a little bit before. So,
but as the sun was setting,
we did make it.
Came to this area where you could just see the land drop off, and there were views of just this incredible valley.
Yeah. Ooh, buddy. I think they're down here. That was dangerously close. I'm gonna gun it. Fun times. I say we just set up camp right here.
And then lo and behold, there was the campsite.
Yeah, and it just blew my mind. Like Arizona, again, to me is where your lips get chapped, and there's high altitude, desert.
And that stuff happens too.
Oh, for
and
sure.
It is desert.
My
and
lips
there are these
chapped.
open spaces of just pure flat
These
desert.
rolling hills of trees, of pine trees,
pine
it's
trees.
just like, wow, I did not expect that. You know,
No,
that's
not
just
at all.
absolutely crazy.
Welcome to our campsite. Isn't it beautiful? But check out the view. Oh yes, we have an awesome helmet tree over here. So for anyone who's in dire need of a new helmet, just find yourself a helmet tree and you can get a brand new one. And then we have our tent over here and cooking some dinner. Yum. We had a couple falls today and one of our cans somehow did not explode, but it still got pretty dented. And then here's the gorgeous view. This is called the Rim Trail here in Arizona. I didn't even know about it, but boy am I glad that we found it. Check this out. I think it's dinner time. So we are going to enjoy our view for dinner.
This is crazy. This is absolutely beautiful.
So wonderful. Today we are going to be doing more of the BDR. We have another section to go until we dump ourselves back out in the Phoenix area.
And we'll just ride back towards the Phoenix area.
Yeah, we don't want to dump anything.
Dump.
So wish us luck and stay tuned for the next episode. And I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below with the notification bell so you can watch our next episode. And we'll be seeing you next time.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.